Good afternoon, everyone. The Delaware County Commissioner meeting before Delaware County and Marion County for a special joint session for October 6, 2025 at 1:30, and it is now 1:30. I'd like to introduce the commissioners who are present today. To my left is Commissioner Jeff Benton. To my right is Commissioner Barb Lewis. And of course, Gary Marion leading the session today. And to Commissioner Benton's left is Andy Appenfeller and Commissioner Davidson as well. And we have Chris Betts as the counsel for us on this session. And I think it's a special day. I believe it's his birthday.
It is my
So happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. That's good. You always know that. You always know when it's people's birthdays.
Well, he came with his birthday. I thought he deserved a special
I
honor.
agree.
Thank you.
With that, I'm going to read the kind of rules that we'll follow today. And so again, welcome to the final hearing for the consideration of the James Joint County Watershed Drainage Improvement Project. Today's hearing will be held by the Joint Board of the Delaware County Commissioners and the Marion County Commissioners. There's a sign-in sheet circulating the room, and we ask that you please sign the sheet to indicate your attendance. And here's a review. We will hear a summary of the final hearing report from the county engineer in the Soil and Water Conservation District. Following this summary presentation, there will be a time for questions from the joint board. After board questions, the joint board will hear from any interested owners that wish to testify. Those speaking for or against the petition must be an owner as defined in section 6131-01 of the revised code. The joint board will acknowledge receipt of any landowner's written testimony before hearing live testimony. We will first call those wishing to testify in favor of the project. We will then call all those wishing to testify in opposition to the project. Before testifying, you will be asked to take an oath. After all those wishing to testify for or against the project have been heard, there will be an opportunity for responsive or rebuttal testimony. The joint board will close the public hearing after all testimony evidence has been presented, and after listening to the testimony and the report of the engineer, the joint board will then decide whether to find in favor of the improvement, affirm the previous order, confirm the assessments, and approve the payment schedule, or the joint board may dismiss the petition and set aside the previous order. The joint board must consider the following factors in making its decision: whether the proposed improvement is necessary, whether the proposed improvement will be conducive to the public welfare, whether the cost of the proposed improvement will be less than the benefit the improvement provides, the cost of location and construction, the compensation for land and other property to be taken, the effect on land along or in the vicinity of the route of the improvements. Also, the effect on land between the lower terminus of the improvement that may be caused by constructing the improvements, the sufficiency or insufficiency of the outlet, the benefits of the public to the public welfare, the benefits to land, public corporations, and the state needing the improvements, and other proper matters that may assist the board in finding for or against the improvements. So with that, I'd like Brett to come up, introduce himself, and begin. Also, I think I mentioned there is need to sign in if you haven't already.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Brett Bacon, Deputy Administrator, Delaware Soil and Water Conservation District. In lieu of doing a full-blown presentation for what turns out to be a rather simple project, I'm just going to give you a synopsis of the final hearing report and what's occurred since we last met at the first hearing for the project. The Soil and Water District did conduct a video inspection of the infrastructure that was existing at the time of the first hearing. We found that to be in good shape, was of sufficient capacity and condition to be accepted onto the drainage maintenance program as it existed then. In the process of our proceeding with developing the engineering drawings to represent that and the estimate for the schedule of maintenance base, we were approached by the Property Owner Stream and Wetlands Foundation with a request to replace that existing tile with a new non-perforated tile. The existing tile was a perforated system. They desired to replace that with a non-perforated pipe so that it would facilitate their intended development of the property into their wetland mitigation bank. We evaluated that request, did not have any objections to it. They conducted that replacement We subsequently video inspected their pipe installation, again, found it to be satisfactory to accept onto drainage maintenance. So the estimate for the maintenance base that we've presented of, I'm going to find my estimate here. $31,646.14 would be reflective of that pipe replacement, would be what we would estimate the cost would be needed if that system would need to be replaced in the future. We've developed the schedule of benefited landowners and would be proposing a 5% initial annual special assessment collection for drainage maintenance to begin in 2027 at this point. And would recommend your approval of the project. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
I'll open it up. Does anyone have any questions at this point?
I do not.
No questions?
No.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Yeah.
At this point, I think we need to, we have written,
We do. We did receive an exception to the ditch petition. It was also filed by Stream and Wetlands. I don't believe that there's anyone here to speak for it, so it will have to speak for itself. And we do have a resolution prepared in a draft form for the joint board to acknowledge receipt of it. And then I believe Soil and Water is recommending that as an actual, they cannot remove themselves from the petition.
Fred, you want to comment on that?
Yes, our recommendation would be to deny this exception request. The request asks for a zero assessment, and this is not supported by the Ohio Revised Code. Per the requirements of ORC, they would have some benefit and share and some responsibility with the maintenance, the future maintenance of the system.
Any questions or comments? Chair will entertain a motion.
I can read the resolution first.
I'll make a motion to,
Well, that's a good point. We gotta, my apology.
Okay.
Read the resolution. Well, Andy's directing which one to read, I believe.
Okay.
You're recommending-
Resolution number 25-05, in the matter of the Joint Board of Commissioners of Delaware County, Ohio and Marion County, Ohio, acknowledging receipt of the written objection and exception to the assessment filed by Stream and Wetlands Foundation in the proceedings for the James Joint County Watershed Drainage Improvement Project and denying the exception. That was motioned by Mr. Applefeller, and do I have a second?
Second?
Second by Commissioner Lewis. Okay, any discussion? Call for the vote. I guess let's do a roll call vote.
Vote on motion 25-05. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Applefeller?
aye.
Mr. Davidson?
Aye.
And Mr. Davis is absent, just for the record.
Okay, at this time, we will move to testimony, and I will make an announcement twice. We will first call for those in favor of the project. Anyone here wishing to speak in favor of the project? Secondly, I'll ask one last time, is anyone willing to speak or want to speak in favor? If not, we will move to those in opposition to the project. Anyone here wanting to speak in opposition to the project? Is anyone here willing or wanting to speak in opposition? I hear none, so we will move to, is there any questions anyone has before we proceed? No. I think at this point, we need to close the hearing.
We can note the time for the closing of the hearing as
1:39?
1:39.
Okay. And so the hearing is now closed, and we'll open up for discussion and for a motion from someone.
Okay, I will ask the clerk to read in favor of the improvement, affirming the order, confirming the maintenance assessments, and approving the payment schedule for the James Joyce Watershed Drainage Improvement Project.
Resolution number 25-06, in the matter of finding in favor of the improvement, affirming the order, confirming maintenance assessments, and approving the payment schedule for the James Joint County Watershed Drainage Improvement Project, motioned by Commissioner Lewis.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. With that, open up for discussion.
Very straightforward. And So, I mean, I think we need to go ahead with this, and it's necessary, and it's not even going to be that expensive.
And I think it also is conducive to the public welfare.
And it is,
And,
right.
and the cost of proposed improvements will be less than the benefits, I believe. Any other comments? Ask for a vote.
Vote on motion 25-06, Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye.
Mr. Applefeller.
Aye.
Mr. Davidson.
Aye. Aye.
With that concludes our business today. Without opposition, we are adjourned.